Hello everyone, it's Carolina and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you something special because today I had that epiphany, that moment in my life again, and I want to share the secret with you, which is not secret at all. Your identity runs your life. Now you will say, okay, you're crazy because you're saying that or you keep repeating that in every video. But the depth of that control that we are not aware, it can be really crazy. It can be life-changing, it can be eye-opening, and it is. And it is. And you are not aware when you first start with this journey how releasing the energy just brings up things again and again and again. So you think, okay, now I understood this, now I understood this, but all these components are interconnected and all that energy is interconnected. So when you go deeper, even if you don't do that consciously, it will come up definitely. But if you do, you can skip steps, you can just make yourself more conscious, and you will be able to ask yourself scientific based questions where you will change perception and you will be able to actually figuring out much quicker. This is the point of everything what I'm doing. This is the point of everything that I want to teach you. So as I was always saying, I was someone who was last 8 years definitely changed so many jobs, changed locations, and I loved every bit of my life and every bit of my decisions that I ever took. I was never ever interested in changing my life. I never wished that I had someone else's life. This is the better precision and better definition of change, because change is the only constant and it's happening all the time. So after I received my MBAs in 2023, some normal, let's say, progress of the situation from my environment would be that I progress in my career because I was working in IT company and I had a really good job. So everyone expected that I will go through that path and I will just get other better opportunity, or I don't know, something which is logical for everyone around me. But I decided to do something not logical for them, but maybe also for me, because I didn't understood it at that point. But I'm so grateful right now knowing that my decision was maybe unconscious, but it was with a deep knowing that I want to know myself. So I quit my job and I put myself out in a world because I wanted to experience what it is for me. I was sleeping so deep that I couldn't realize what I love. I couldn't even see what I love at all. What I knew when I had exams, when I had some situations where I don't want to be present, I went through books and through teachings where I was more interested in, where I was trying to figuring out how to live life differently. So I had some clue, but I never ever saw myself at that point. Let's say 8 years ago, I never saw myself as actually living that and embody that and being that representation of the life which is possible and living as that example. So I was with the blindfolded, I was put myself out in the world doing actions with saying to myself, okay, I see that this is not physically pushing me into direction where I want to go, but it does. What do I mean when I'm saying that? If I was not able to separate what I love and what I don't love, I decided to do something. Whatever I was feeling that I want to do, whatever I was feeling that it will give me even small clue in which direction I should go, I was doing. So what I've done, I quit my job first. I decided, and I always knew that I want to change my environment, because the environment that I saw around myself was not matching the idea that I had how my life will or should look like. So I wanted to be in an English environment, English speaking environment. I wanted to be in a prosperous environment. I wanted to be in environment who acknowledge and appreciates knowledge, and who is with the people who wants to develop themselves and who are high achievers. And I was not able to perceive that around myself. So I'm not saying that my environment doesn't has that kind of people, but what I'm saying, my definition of success, of achievement, was not something that I saw. So I started to isolating myself, and after some time I decided to completely move. So I started by changing one city, second, third, and traveling and exploring. In that my exploration, I had different jobs, which I honestly, for the first time, I enjoyed them, because even though I had a good career and I was always able to find something good in everything that I was pursuing, I just learned that I want to do my best in everything that I am. So even though my choices were not something that it will support me, like let's say financially, I knew that there is some things that I can learn and that I can grow from. So that's what I've done. So in that case, I was really proud of myself, because wherever I went, I was really looking to learn a lot, learn everything what is possible. So I started to have random jobs. I was waitressing, I was cleaning, I was babysitting, and I was traveling. And I was actually enjoying that, because I knew that I'm not forced to do anything. It was only I'm supporting myself, I'm earning money, but I knew that I am in a path of exploration and in a path of getting to know myself. So in that case, I was not even interested to earn some money, or to it will be like my life-changing career. Even though deeply inside myself, I was always hoping someone would save me, someone would say to me something. I am still someone who is looking outside and it's waiting some sign, waiting someone or something, so I can change myself. This is what I know right now. And when I'm telling you, the identity that you have run the show, and when I'm telling you, don't ever stop questioning yourself, I really mean it. I really mean that from depth of my heart. I really want you to question everything. Everything that you know, even the things that you perceive as good, bad, whatever meaning you're giving them. Because it's so easy to trap and to stay in that loop when you only think that something is good, when you think that it's enough, when you stop feeling that excitement. I want you to remember something. No one is lacking motivation. But by doing things from a place of scarcity, from a place of fear, you are saying yourself, yes, I'm not motivated. Yes. Because motivation is not only something what you love, but motivation is also knowing that behind you have to be motivated to be motivated. So even by doing things that you love, you will always be presented with the challenging situations. But by having that deep knowledge about how everything is functioning, you will be able to separate yourself from that chatter in your mind, from that physical ego mind, and you will be able to tap into your higher mind. You will be that portal. What I want to tell you, until you don't embody the identity of whatever person you perceive yourself, nothing will happen. But there is important thing inside of embodiment of identity. You have to be aware that you are embody that identity with relaxation and with openness to life. Because if your identity now is only that, I'm only that, you are contracting yourself. You are restricting yourself. And by restricting yourself, again, you are living by definition. And whenever you live by definition, I mean, we all do. But when that definition puts you in a box and doesn't allow you to be open and to experience the greatest things, in that case keeps you small. And to be able to separate those emotions, you have to be willing to be honest with yourself. Going that deep requires honesty. And that kind of honesty you can have only with yourself. No one else can bring you that out. What I realized today when I had that aha moment, that epiphany moment, I realized that I was living my life and changing cities, and even the language that I heard was subconsciously programmed in my mind because of the trauma and because of the old beliefs and stories that I had from a time when I was a child. I was living that suffering story where I'm coming from, how I grew up, what kind of environment I had, what kind of food I'm eating. Everything was so interconnected. And guys, today, I promise you, today I realized that I was building all my life based on that. I realized that my mentor was part of that story. I attracted those kind of people. I paid them. not to teach me business part or whatever I was looking for or what I was thinking that I am looking for. He gave me a lesson which is greater than what I was thinking that I'm paying from. I opened myself to completely new awareness of life. I opened myself into different dimension. I closed that identity that I was bringing from a time when I was a child. And before, my thought was, if I'm forgetting who I am, I'm lost. Now, I promise you, forgetting who you are is the best thing that can happen to you. Because that's the ultimate truth. Every day it's a blank space board, and you can create whatever you want. Don't forget that universal laws are unbreakable. They just can't be missed. They just can't mistake. Everything what's happening is by design. It's not by luck. Don't be afraid to discover greatness in yourself. Don't be afraid to go deep. Don't be afraid to ask yourself questions. Don't be afraid to share a talent that you have, but from a different perspective, from a different identity. Don't keep yourself small, because you can heal yourself. You can double your monthly income, triple, you can 10x. If you decide that you don't need time for that, you can do that right now. Because don't forget that it's everything about our vibration. But it's not that we need to match to something outside. We need to match of the feeling, because only we are imagining the feeling of something. Only we can know what's the frequency of that feeling. There is no measurement. Feeling is measurement. So by feeling, and then your thought connects to that feeling, and if that matches to that definition and that belief, you know that you are in a matching vibration. And this is the only thing that it's required. This is the only work that you should do, or you actually can do, so you can relax. You can relax, because if you contradict yourself, you will be navigated in order to choose again and again and again what you need, so you can get what you want. I was so grateful today, and I'm so grateful every day for each of you that you're watching this video. I'm grateful. Thank you so much. If you want to go deeper, if you want to explore more, I can offer you help. You can book a call. You can contact me, and I will be happy to assist you, because we can do together much greater, much faster, and I'm so happy to be here and guide you to the next step of growth that you want, no matter if that's your money, if that's your relationship, if that's something that you want to achieve. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.